Hi guys, this is the first video for On Your Own. Now before you start working on it, when you listen to what we're going to do a little bit. So, you're going to work on the problems on page 9 and page 10. Do what you can. If you can't get them all done, don't worry about it. When you're done, come back and see how you did on it. And if you get something wrong, change your answer so you can understand what happened. But at this time, I want you to pause the video and try your best on this. And we'll get through some of it on this one, and then on part 2, we'll put more of it on there. So go ahead and pause your video and then start it when you get as much as. Okay, so for this first section, we're going to use problem 7 through 9. We're going to use this information right here. So every week, Tiana runs 3 miles and records how long it takes to complete the run. She also records the change in time from the previous week. So last week, we're on number 7 right here, number 7. Last week, her time spent running decreased by 2 minutes. What integer represents this? The word decreased tells you what you need to know here. And decreased means that it would be negative 2. So we're at negative 2 here. And my negatives are not looking like negatives. There we go. So negative 2. Number 8, this week her time spent running increased by 1 minute. What integer is this change? Represent this change. So the word increased tells us a positive, so by 1. Number 9, in other words, what is the opposite of increased by 1 minute? So the opposite of that of increased by 1 minute would be decreased by 1 minute. And they're also asking what integer represents this opposite. The integer that represents the opposite is negative 1, because when we're decreasing, that's taking it away. Now let's look at the next section. We're going to be using this information right here on top, right here, which that was a bad line, but you get what I mean. We're using that information for 10 and 11. So number 10 asks, the transactions on a bank account are listed as negative 15, negative 10, negative 4, and 15. I'm going to go ahead and erase this top section so I can see it. And we're going to use this information. What does a transaction of negative 4 represent? So in banks, the transactions mean we're either going to deposit or we're going to withdraw. When we withdraw money, that means we're going to spend that money. When we deposit the money, that means we're adding money into our bank account. And so we're going to take a look at this one. What does a transaction of negative 4 represent? That means that we are, you can say, either spending $4 or withdrawing $4. Okay, this next section, which pairs of transactions are opposites? So they are, let's see, we have negative 15 and 15. So negative 15 and 15 are opposites because they are the same distance from 0, but on different sides of 0 on a number line. And next we're going to look at number 12. Number 12 says the number line shown includes 5 graphed integers. So we have one here, 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 and here. So 2 are positive, 2 are negative. We're going to fill in the labels for the integers, and we're going to see which graph integers are opposites. We have a couple things to do in this problem, but I'm going to, before we do anything, let's zoom in. So we can see a little better. Now, obviously, they're not counting by ones because there's not 50 lines there. So I'm going to see if we're counting by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So we're counting by that. And, okay, so let's fill it in. We have 10, 20, 30. Over here, we have negative 10, 20, or sorry, negative 20, negative 30, negative 40, and this one is obviously negative 50 because it says negative 50 there. Next, which graphed integers are opposite? So our graphed integers that are opposites are, we have 10 and negative 10. Look at those, and then we have 30 and negative 30. Okay, let's take a look at 13. Two integers are opposites of each other. One integer is 3 units to the right of 1 on a number line. What are the two integers? So our integers are going to be 4 and so we start at 1 and then we go 3 units to the right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how I got 4. And the opposite of 4 is negative 4. That's how I got those. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out so we can see number 14. Rona starts at the base of a hill that has an elevation of 25 feet below sea level. Right now, I can tell you that the word below means that we're going to be in the negatives there. Then Rona climbs to the top of the hill, which has an elevation of 25 feet above. Above means positive. Above sea level. Represent these elevations as integers. How are they related? So 25 feet below would be represented as negative 25. And then when we go above by 25, that is positive 25. Okay, and says represents these elevations and integers. So we did that right there with the numbers. And then how are they related? They are opposites. So we're going to write my E's not working out for me. Let me just rewrite that. So they are opposites. Hopefully yours is writing a little bit better than mine. I'm on the side of my drawing pad right now. Okay, so I'm going to stop the video for on your own for part 1 here, and the next part will be part 2.